Good day, everybody. Here we are, All Season Adventures, Tinkering Thursdays again, where we last left you guys off. We had just finished coating up the frame with a POR 15, well, top side of it at least. This week, what we got planned for you guys? Well, gonna try to get the bottom side of the frame done and get that axle. You saw us take that out last week, put some new U-joints in there, and replace this bent up section of frame with this new section of frame, and that might be enough for the episode. But if we get anxious, overzealous or whatever, motivated, if we get extra motivated, might drain all the fluids, drain the rear diff, front diff, transfer case, transmission, drain all those fluids out if I can get some more. I know I ain't got enough on the shelf, but still got some places open around here to get some, so yeah. And oh yeah, that's another reason too for the oil. As you can see, I didn't put some POR on the rear cover. That is because I plan on painting it. I'll probably paint it like silver. I think silver might look good, a little bit different, match the color of the body. So anyhow, without further ado, let's get that intro going and get to work. Cheers.
We need a miracle. Watch over there.
Yeah, as you can see, got ourselves a couple new U-joints. So here's our dry shaft from transfer case to diff. So time to get that out. Hey, ideally you would like a shop press to try to put these new U-joints in, but as you can tell, this is not a $1 million shop that we have here, so we'll just use the vise. Good to go. Just need to put our clips in. Ta-da! Universal joint done. Two universal joints in. Front dry shaft, good to go for lots of miles now. Next thing, put her in. Actually, correction. Next thing, clean her up and paint it. Good morning, everybody. Here we are, still on Thinking Thursdays, although it is Monday today. But last we left off, we had just finished putting that front drive shaft in place. Damn, it looks pretty. And then we also painted the rear one silver just to match it. But now, this morning, we are going to work on changing these brakes, because as you can see, we got some nasty cracking going on there. So let's time to get her done. One thing to be organized, always try to lay out all your pieces the same way you took them off. That way you know roughly where they'll go back. And another thing too, learning from experience, take one side at a time and always leave the other side intact. Because this way when you forget how to put your stuff back on that side, at least you can come back on this side and reference. Because if you take them both at the same time, you have nothing to reference except for YouTube videos like the one I'm doing. So anyhow, time to put this, find our new brake pads and hardware and put it back together. Well, I was hoping all the brake hardware stuff would be good, but as you can see, yeah, we got some broken cables here. There's the other piece. And then even these here, the end of the spring is broken. So, yeah, need some new brake hardware. Got some new brake pads, but fortunately, can't put this together today. I'll just clean it up, and next time we get to this, we'll have all the hardware and we'll be slapping it together. So what we're going to tackle with next is, well, since we can't do any more with the brakes, time to tackle the dreaded bent frame section. We do have a good section of frame right here that somebody was kind of nice to fabricate for us. So yeah, first let's take all off this hardware, take our steering pump off, our steering whatever unit off. Piece of plastic here, some lines. Yeah, let's just start removing as much as we can. Oh yeah, before you start hacking into the frame, don't just leave your jack stand underneath your axle like I had before, because otherwise once you cut the frame off, things go skyrocketing. So remember to block the frame itself. That's done. So time to stop talking and get this stuff apart. Well, time to start hacking away at the frame. Not typically what I recommend people to do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, so let's get her done. Joe, not always working on the Jeep. There's always other stuff to work on when I'm thinking exactly about how I'm going to keep up with the frame, keep up busy with other stuff. You can see just making a little tomahawk sheet for my tomahawk. That's going to sew this up, but we're not going to be working on this. The Tinkering Tuesdays is dedicated to the Jeep. But just so you guys see, if it doesn't look like I do much on the Jeep, it's not because I work on a Jeep and go sleep on the couch. I'm always doing something else. Like this afternoon, just so you guys know, next weekend, or this coming weekend, will actually be, it'll be a year that I've been camping out every single weekend. So, gotta get the CRF dialed in. The carb's not running the bestest right now, or the bike ain't running the bestest, and seems to be the carb issue. So this afternoon we'll be working on the CRF, but that's another thing. You guys don't have to worry about that. The Jeep is what's getting built, and CRF that you guys will see in the 1 year camp anniversary. So stay tuned for that one, my friends. Cheers. Okay, as you can imagine, there was lots of grinding and stuff to make this fit pretty decently. We'll make it fit good and fill in all the holes by the time it's all said and done. But just going to show you a few little differences we got between the old one and the new one here. As you can see, that was pretty ugly. This one here is looking all good there, so that should go in good. And then on this side here, this little plate here didn't go very far. Yeah, this little plate here didn't go very far. This one here goes a lot further, which is not a bad thing. We just peeled her out, and that will just weld along the frame, and so that will help with the stability and making it all more solid. And yeah, another little thing too. We did try. Let me bring you over to the frame here. As you can see, man, it's hard doing this with one hand, but yeah, this little pipe here goes through here. We did try to grind it out so we could punch it out, but that wasn't working. So put the new one in place and show you guys what we got. That'll go something like that. You can see we got a bit missing, but no big worries. Once we get our metal, we'll get a piece of tubing that'll fit right through there, and then we will weld that solid there, weld that here, and weld that on the outside. So we'll get her maybe not as good as new, probably as good as new, but way better than what we had. So anyhow, next step is a little bit more grinding. Not going to bore you through that, but next thing you guys will see will be me welding this piece in place. So stay tuned. Well, as you can see, we finally got our frame section all welded again in place. It's finally cooled down, but and plus we just wire brushed the whole frame, well, this section of frame all clean again, so this will be ready for the POR 15 soon enough. But anyhow, it is now Wednesday, so this video has to be up by tomorrow. So for the rest of the day, I'm going to go hit the editing room, also known as my workbench over there, and work on a computer, get this video done for you guys. Like I'm going to try to limit these videos to like 3 things per video or so. If it goes by quickly, then more or less, I'll see. I think it's always subject to change, but for next week, the goal is to, I didn't get to PORing underneath the frame, so hopefully we get to do that. I'm kind of dreading that because gravity doesn't like me sometimes, and that stuff falls on your face and everywhere. It can be stick for a while. So hopefully get that done. Front of the frame, you have to pre-order that. Don't know if I'll get all my brake hardware to do the brakes. That'd be nice if I did. Same with the shocks. I want to change the shocks, but I don't know if I'll get that in time. But we might finally start working on trying to detail that engine bay, which that I'm kind of dreading. That can be a bit of a mess. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If so, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to comment. Any suggestions on what I need to do next? Anything you guys notice that's messed up that I need to sort out? Let me know, please. And yeah, until next time, remember to live, everybody, and cheers. Oh yeah, just remembered, for all you guys who watch all my other videos, like my weekend camping videos, this weekend I will have 2 videos, just because got the camping video as always, and this weekend we actually plan on, well, it'll be 2 weekends from now that it's edited, but anyhow, this weekend there will be 2 videos, one on Sunday from last weekend's camping trip, and there will probably be one on Saturday, because me and Miss All Season, we will do some predictions to this weekend's Money in the Bank wrestling pay-per-view. So if you guys follow, if I have any viewers out there who watches wrestling, feel free to check in Miss All Season and my personal predictions. So anyhow, that should be the last clip for now. Cheers.